Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome to a brand new game, Railway Empire. This dropped on Steam like yesterday and it's the kind of thing we play on this channel. I am honest, I've not really looked at it at all. I'm gonna look at it with you guys now. So as always, if you've liked the stuff and you generally like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new stuff. And as this is a new series, I would very much appreciate a like from you so that we get a bit of a further reach. I've just gone over 700 subscribers and I want to thank you all for your support. And if you support this a little bit further and give me those likes and comment on what you do like and don't like on this video, then we might see some more subscriptions in the very near future, or I'm hoping at least. Okay, so now let's get straight into it. I'm just going to go straight into the campaign, so we'll take it from there. Chapter 1, Great Plains, let's do that. 1863. The first chapter takes you to the construction sites of the Union Pacific Railroad, which was started in 1863. Tracks were built westwards towards the First Continental Line. While you are conquering the vastness of the Great Plains and the heights of the Rocky Mountains with your tracks, you will learn about the basics of the Railway Empire. Thomas Clark Durant, the visionary in in charge of the Union Pacific, will assist you. Continue. Okay, so initial capital is 650. We're starting in Omaha. We can't change that. We don't have competitors. There's no AI level since we don't have competitors. A rail network is realistic. Trains must wait for each other. You will need parallel tracks, switches, and signals. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Normal. The game pauses automatically when building tracks, signals, and buildings and bulldozers. Manual. You can pause the game at any time by pressing spacebar. But you will receive a deduction on your rating on the completion of the screen. No. Trainiac. The game never pauses. No. Let's just go with normal. As life happens, we need to be able to pause the game every now and again, I would imagine. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Oh, Mr. Chaos.
Figures and hard facts.
Okay, the industrialist seems to be the only character we can play as. We get 5% higher freight prices, which is pretty good. That's just some basic blurb about this character. Okay, so that's me, Union Pacific Rail. Let's get going. Ooh, this looks quite nice.
In 1863, on the banks of the Missouri River, the last chapter in the monumental undertaking of the Transcontinental Railroad began.
Okay. Oh, it's a little...
The workers of the Union
Little
Pacific
slow.
Railroad began laying their tracks westward from Omaha through the wild heart of the North American continent. Massive challenges awaited them. Away from all civilization, the country was vast, the weather ruthless, and the challenges tremendously energy-sapping. But there was a masterstroke of modern engineering to be accomplished. To tame the wilderness and to conquer it with steel, fire, and steam. Never before had anything like this been ventured. But the time was ripe.
Okay.
Greetings. My name is Thomas Clark Durant. Exactly, the head of Union Pacific. We will go down in history as the ones who created the Transcontinental Railroad. And that, my friend, is your job as chief engineer. I can't supervise everything here on site right now, as I have to meet with some politicians in Washington. First, you should familiarize yourself with the basic controls.
Okay,
Move
basic
the camera
controls.
in all directions. Now, test the camera's zoom function.
There we
you
go.
can also rotate the camera. Give it a try. Very
Excellent.
good. Now
Okay.
you know the basic controls. Your first task is to create a rail connection between Omaha and Norfolk to the northwest.
Okay.
Both cities will need a station for this. You already have a station in Omaha, but you still need to build one in Norfolk. To do this, switch to building construction mode.
Okay. Let's grab it. Small station. Right here in the middle. We can rotate this. Yeah, let's do that.
Very good. Now the two stations need to be connected with tracks. To do this, switch to track construction mode. Now plan the tracks between the stations in Norfolk and Omaha. To do this, select the two station tracks one after the other. Then pay for your track planning.
That's pretty good. Straight, almost no incline. It's 100 miles. My goodness, the scale is vast. Okay, let's build that.
Now create your first train so that you can set up a rail line between your stations.
Okay.
Initially, your train only exists on paper. It's not much use to you without a locomotive.
Okay, so let's set it up. One there and one there. Yeah, ooh, I like it. Schematic. What are we saying? It's automatic loading, passengers and mail, freight only, manual, automatic. Let's just stay with automatic. Do that. Now let's add a locomotive to it. There's only one that's available, the Philadelphia. It's like 36,000. Let's buy it. And there it goes.
Very good. Now you can see the journey your train will take. If there is something to transport, the train will automatically take it.
I like it. I like the fact that it automatically loads what is there and available for the route, which means that that's not the craziest part of things. Okay, perfect. So there we go. We're up and running between Omaha and Norfolk.
Each locomotive needs water, sand, and lubricant on its journey. You have to place a supply tower along the route.
Okay. So let's do that. Let's place a supply tower.
Your train is now traveling between Omaha and Norfolk. But you can do even more. Each city needs goods from the surrounding area. For example, every city needs corn.
Okay.
Look, there is a corn farm near Omaha. Until now, the corn has made it to the city in the conventional way, but we want to change that.
Okay.
Now construct a rural train station in the marked location with a corn farm within its radius. Now connect the new rural train station to the station in Omaha.
Right. 57 miles. Again, pretty basic.
Now things are getting tricky as we have to deal with a logistical problem. As Norfolk should also enjoy fresh corn, there will soon be two trains traveling on the stretch of track between Omaha and Norfolk. Of course, this will then result in a conflict.
Yeah.
Since trains cannot travel through each other, you'll need a side track between Omaha and Norfolk. This consists of one parallel track and two signals.
Okay.
First, create a side track. It needs to be at least long enough for a fully loaded train.
We'll do that. Side track. Let's kind of start it over there. Oh, you cannot. Well, let's come on. Why can't you start? Come on. What's going on? Okay, there we go. Run through there. And then join back up there. Perfect. And let's build it.
However, your trains won't necessarily use the sidetrack, as they generally always take the shortest route. For this reason, you also have to specify the direction of travel on each parallel track.
Yes, of course.
Now open building construction mode and set up a signal in the highlighted area pointing in the direction of the switch. Trains will then be able to stop here when the single track is in use.
Okay, so change signal direction, shift and turn. Oh, build multiple signals, control. What does that mean? Build multiple signals. Anyway, construct a stop signal and construct a directional signal by holding shift. I'm guessing that's what we're keen on doing. So holding shift, it needs to point in the direction of the switch. So there we
Excellent.
go.
Now
Ooh,
do the
I like
same
that.
on the parallel track so that each parallel track has a different direction.
Nice.
Place a second signal in the highlighted area and block the track to trains coming from the opposite direction. Very good. I'm sure that wasn't at all easy. You will soon come to realize that signals are an important aid in guaranteeing smooth rail operations.
Bringing beer
You
to
will find more
Omaha.
information and tips under Hints and Tips.
Hints and tips. Perfect. What does this do? Next train. We only have the one.
Now assemble a new train and give it a locomotive and a rail line. Your new rail line should run via Omaha to Norfolk so that the people of Norfolk can be supplied with corn.
There we go. That's the route. It looks pretty basic. Yes, indeed. So let's add a locomotive. We'll grab one of these guys.
The corn farm will automatically make use of your train because the cities along your rail line are demanding corn. Conventional transportation is much more costly for the farm. We're still missing something. Locomotives wear out over time and need to be regularly maintained so they can perform their duties more reliably. For this purpose, there needs to be at least one maintenance building on each rail line where locomotives can be serviced if necessary.
Okay.
Construct such a maintenance building at your station in Omaha now. To do this, select the station itself and expand the station with this building. Right. We've been lollygagging for long enough. I need to return to Washington for further miserable negotiations with our representatives of the people. I've written a task list for you. Take a look at it and complete the tasks within the given time period. Do not disappoint me.
Okay, so tips and tricks. Ooh, there's a lot that we can go through over here, maybe later. And tasks. Okay, so connect Omaha to North Platte. Connect Omaha to Cheyenne. Okay, and then we've got some optional tasks. Deliver 16 loads of cattle to Denver. Deliver 16 loads of meat to Cheyenne. And connect 150,000 people to your railway network. We've got 30,000 about at the moment. Connect the Grand Plains with the Rocky Mountains. Reach a population of 30,000 in Cheyenne. Connect Omaha and Rock Springs. Transport 100 passengers from Cheyenne to Rock Springs without stopping. Oh, that's an interesting one. Okay, so we've got some stuff over here. Build a rural train station, build a city station, which is, I think this is video clips, right? Yeah, just showing me how you do that. Nice. Get rid of that. That's just showing you how you put that in the city. Nice. Get rid of that. What is this saying? The demand for imported good meat has been reduced as maximum stock levels has been reached. Whatever that means for now. Okay, so our next thing is North Platte over here. So we need to get a station over there and we need to start running it. Kind of wondering whether we run straight through here. Okay, well let's get going. So connection bonus 350k. They're definitely going to get that up and running. We'll pop it nice and central over there. Now we need to connect it. To build the city station in the center as to attract as many passengers as possible. Build the train station as close as possible to the industries to reduce loading times. Perfect. Okay, now let's connect these two. Is that a good one? Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that's a pretty straight section.
Good. That's finished. You're making progress.
Ooh, 100 Meridian crossed. Transcontinental no longer a dream. Excellent. Nice. Now, we need to build city stations in the center. Yeah, I've got that, right? Let's get rid of that message. And the same thing on this side. We've got it. Let's get rid of that. Perfect. Ooh, we've got a random breakdown. But we've got, why? Just a random breakdown. Okay, hopefully you'll fix that thing soon enough. I'm guessing, again, we're going to need... We've got some more grain, oh, and some more corn over here. So potentially we'll run our own little corn connection on this one. And just run a new... Shall we run a new line? Norfolk grows. Excellent. I like it. A better city is supplied with goods by rail. The faster it grows, select the city dialogue and learn more about the requirements. If they are over 60%, the city can grow. Perfect. Norfolk grows. I like it. We are growing. Perfect. What I want to do is I want to do the connections because we only have limited time to get all of that done. So actually what I'll do, let's do our side tracks over here. Okay, so let's get that built. Let's get some supply depot over here somewhere. Supply tower. Get one of these. Over there. And over there. Perfect. So that's sorted out. So now let's add a train. Let's set up a rail line. And we will do Norfolk to North Platte. And we'll add that. And we'll add a locomotive. And we'll see that one starting up. Okay. That's good. Come into this station. Let's add that service depot over here too. It's a little bit costly. And then we need to run all the way to Cheyenne. Okay. That's a pretty big bonus to get that sorted out. Where's our train going? Has it got anything loaded? Passengers and mail. That's pretty good. And this is... I like the schematic view of this. It's really good. And if you zoom in, it's so detailed. Look at that. Look at that. So what's happening in Omaha? Omaha is got a meat industry. That seems to be it. Ooh, connection bonus. Nice, for cattle. So the meat industry, what does the meat industry actually need? Meat for export. But what is, oh, it takes cattle. And it generates leather. And okay, so all it needs is cattle. So yeah, absolutely. If we connect that one up there, that'll be pretty good. Nice, but first things first, let's get Cheyenne connected for that bonus over there. Let's grab this bad boy. Where are we going after this? I don't want to run it straight into there, so maybe it's probably going to go in here through to Rock Springs, right? And it'll also have a little bit of stuff going to Denver. So in my mind, we're going to have to turn it like this a bit. Pop it in there. There we go. So it's going to have a little bit of a funny turn over there, but that's fine. Okay, so now let's get our track to start. Okay, now I want to see about moving this around a little so we don't cut through. So what is it costing? 120 and 40,000 for earthwork. So if we do that, that's better. And over here, oh, that's much better. I like that. 33,000 somewhere over there. That's pretty good. I like this. This is pretty good. Okay, let's build it. Another task is complete.
Those politicians in Washington get on one's nerves. But now let's get back to your tasks. As you can see, Cheyenne is still a little town hoping for an upswing caused by the railroad connection, but a city will only attract new inhabitants if it is supplied with enough goods.
Okay.
Cities receive basic goods from the surrounding area. If you construct stations in the right places and establish rail lines, your trains will be used to transport goods and you will make profits for transportation. But for this, you have to know what goods a city actually needs. You can find out any city's current needs. Now select Cheyenne and view the city's demand for goods.
Okay.
As you can see, Cheyenne currently needs only a handful of goods, and you can only deliver goods that are in demand. As the city grows, it will demand further goods. At the moment, you can supply grain and wood. Both of these goods are available to the north of Cheyenne.
What is this? Weekly demand, all cities. Ah, so grain demand is pretty big in all cities if we combine all the cities. But yeah, so the local demand in Cheyenne is fairly low. 0.2 tons? Is that what the measure is? Not too sure.
Connect Cheyenne to a timber business and a wheat farm and establish a new rail line that connects them both to Cheyenne.
Perfect. That's pretty good. Let's do that. Let's get that station up and running. What's going on? Why is this thing... I don't want a big one, right? Come on, guys. Do we need a large... Ah, I see. Because we can't actually pick up both of them with that. So we're going to have to build a large station over here. And how are we going to go in? Like that. So I'm going to do something... Well, we're going to go to Rapid City too. So I'm pretty sure we'll just do something like that as an angle. Cook chopping. Okay, so that was an expensive piece, but that's okay. Now, we've got tons of tracks that we can run, so let's just pick one of these middle ones. Actually, let's pick that one over there. Well, we can always change it later. And we're gonna... Ooh... That's gonna be costly, guys. Tunnels are 100k. I definitely don't want that. Well, let's do this and then change the route of the planned track. So let's see. Well, I think that's what we've basically done. We've just moved it like this. Okay, that's fine. Let's do that. So let's get rid of the tunnel completely. Now bridges? Come on. Really? So let's get rid of bridges and let's get rid of tunnels. And I don't mind if that's a little bit slower. But yeah, so that's effectively going to be it. And we're going to be able to wrap this around here if we want to go to Casper at some point. Okay, well, let's build that piece over there. Okay, ooh, come on, hang on. Over at North Platte, I did actually add the stuff, right? Yeah, this is the maintenance station over here. So what is this saying? The following applies to all train stations. The larger the station, the shorter the loading and unloading times will be, and the more rail tracks will be available. Okay. That's fine, sorted out. Okay, now what I want to do is let's connect Cheyenne, but also North Platte to this station over here. I want to do that. So let's get out of there. Let's add a new train. Let's set up a rail, cook chopping to Cheyenne to North Platte. Yeah, let's just do that and do that as a bit of a freight one. Okay, go there, add a locomotive, buy this one, and see that that starts happening.
Well done. The city will soon grow. You can see how well it is being supplied at any time in the city dialogue. Basically, a city will grow once its demands are sufficiently met. I think you have learned enough. Complete the rest of your tasks.
Perfect. Excellent. That's not a too tedious tutorial, to be honest. So let me sidetrack this one through here. Like so. And let's get some signals in there. One there and one here. Perfect. Let's get a supply tower up and running through there. Okay, good stuff. So that is running. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab Cheyenne, the station, and I'm actually going to put the service yard in here also. It's a bit costly, but let's make sure our trains don't break down. So now we're actually going to see about supplying things as they need. Is this... okay, so they need lumber, so that is doing its thing. So what is this train actually arriving with? Mail. And going back is what exactly? Being serviced. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I didn't need that that one on the other side. So being serviced. Are you gonna... are we making money? You're bringing some things over. Yeah, now you're taking passengers and mail back to Norfolk. Perfect. Okay, so What was this? Position stop signals. No, I think I've sorted that out. What is happening? Cogs are turning. Current workload. Okay, we buy the business. No, not quite yet. Okay, so that we have started adding some stuff to it. We'll go to our task list and see. So we need to deliver cattle to Denver and meat to Cheyenne. Connect Omaha and Rock Springs. Reach a population of 30 at Cheyenne. So really we should be building stuff around Cheyenne. Unrest in New York. Populace does not want to go to war. Ooh. Okay, so Denver is our next big one. So let's get a station built in Denver. We'll start off small. Okay. Start it off small like that. Oops, wrong button. And then grab this. Ooh, what I'm gonna have to do, I think, is probably see about expanding this. Okay, so we get a second track in there. That's good. And now Denver, we will run in the station. Okay, so get in there. How's the earthworks? Bridges? No. Okay, so 12,000 seem to be about. Oh, we can adjust the height. Okay, so we've got a bit of a 3% incline over here. And a 1% over there. So if we bring this back a little, that's only 2%, and that's a 0% right over there. I think that's about right. Okay, let's purchase that piece. Okay, we've got that up there. Okay, so we need cattle to get into Denver at some point. But Denver at the moment is producing meat, so let's start by running a line between Denver and Cheyenne. What is this? This is sugar, right? Private ownership. What? Sugar. Yes, that's what it is. Okay, so corn and cotton and cattle and grain. Okay, but let's get a train up and running over here. So let's set up a rail line from Denver to Cheyenne. And let's add that. Let's add locomotive and let's do that. So you can start by running that line. So that connection has been made. Okay, Cheyenne is quite busy. So really our focus should be on getting Cheyenne sorted out. Oh, you can check utilization. 2%, 7%, 2%. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so Cheyenne should be growing. Let me have a quick look at Cheyenne. What's happening? Yeah, it's definitely growing. It's indicating that it's growing over here. It's got lots and stuff in here. What is this? What does this mean? Weekly production. Oh, it's producing beer now? Nice. It's because we're getting grain, right? We are getting grain. Okay, so let's go to the task list. Ooh, what is this? What is this saying? Wow. Bonus for new industry. Oh, if we build an industry over there. Feels a little crazy. I thought there was a little bonus about connecting these things. Oops. Okay, so everything is underway and moving. Okay, so the one thing that I'm quite keen on doing is getting that cattle then in here. There's a meat industry here. So the cattle in here is pretty good idea. I don't think we can double. Ooh, maybe. So if we build a large one, we can pick up both sugar and that. But that's extremely. Okay, so in that spot over there, Okay, so if we do that, we can hopefully expand it in the future so that we can get the sugar in here too. And now what I'm thinking of is, let's see about getting a rail connection that runs like so. So earthworks is... Can we... I think about 90k is what we've got here. Okay, let's build that piece. And now, as we run a new one here, so let's add a rail from Kelly Ranch to Denver. Okay, and do that, and add a locomotive, that one right over there. Union Pacific Railroad increases route length. Nice, I like it. Are we going anywhere else? We're probably going to go to Ratton at some point. So what I'll do is I will actually build a bit of a supply tower over here so that they can make use of that. And at some point we're going to need to online shop. That's crazy. At some point we're going to need some maintenance facilities to be built. But for now, we don't have any more money. So the idea would be that these things need to start bringing us in tons and tons of cash. What is this thing saying? Setting up warehouses? Show me. Warehouses can receive and dispatch goods. This means you can also build central goods depots. Oh man, that's pretty cool. I like that idea. So we actually get everything to it and then we divert it all somewhere else. I like that idea. So we can actually just get a lot of this stuff in here. Random breakdown on the siding over here. Is that running empty? Oh yes, it would be running empty. North Platte. What are we doing in terms of demand? Are you getting? So, how do I know what you're getting? Use of railroads. Still need to get some of this stuff sorted. I'm not sure what you're actually getting in here. And where are all my trains? Okay, so this is the guy bringing in the... what are you bringing? There's mail? How can there be mail and passengers from cook chopping? Really? How? Two businesses probably have mail and passengers at the businesses. What am I saying? Balance per week. Oh, okay, good. How do I... Oh, there we go. Right click it and you get rid of it. Okay guys, I think that is going to be it for the first episode. I must say I'm thrilled and I think we're going to... Ooh, is there a problem here? No. I am thrilled with it. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to run through all of these things. And yes, if you want to enjoy the journey with me, please subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the new ones. And yes, like it and leave some comments. What do you want to know? What do you think about this? Is this better than any of the other kind of things out there that's similar in nature? Or what else? Yeah, please. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.